Good afternoon, everybody. Whoa. My timer flipped out on me. When you've given most of your life, I have a lot of respect for, like, Rotherham's, a Hebrew scholar who wrote the emphasized Bible. He translated the Bible to the best of his knowledge. And then there were men from the 1881 into the early 1900s, 1952 to 1972, Revised Standard. James Moffat, a black missionary to Africa. So there's the James Moffat Bible. There are many good Bibles out there. God, by His Spirit, through man's mind, attempting to reveal the eternal will and plan of God, the purpose of God, the eternal will and plan. Now, my Bible mentor, Nathan Scharf, died at, 87. I'll be soon 81. And it took him 20 years after being wrenched out of Judaism to fully understand the mystery, the sacred secret. Rotherham's calls it the sacred secret. King James calls it the mystery. What do you know of the mystery? The mystery is spiritually above all that is called Protestant Christianity, all of religion that came out of Catholicism, all of religion that came out of Judaism before Catholicism. Paul taught unto freedom and liberty, which the Galatian church turned away from. He called them foolish. O you foolish Galatians, who hath bewitched you, that you would follow another teaching other than the one that Paul had established in Galatia to all the believers, the disciples in Galatia in the middle of Turkey. So, I've given study and 50 years of my life, 2/3 of my life, to the mystery. And I wish there was someone today that was interested in knowing what I've learned. I would like to pass it on. But maybe I'm the last one. Have you ever seen the movie The Mohegans? The Last of the Mohegans? Well, sometimes that's the way I feel. Now, I've got friends. I've got Billy and Dave, musicians. I've got PJ. I've got some female singers and musicians because I have a musical background. I have a couple of ex-wives that check in every now and then on my teachings. I have a really close friend for 25 to 30 years that tries to understand where I'm coming from above the line spiritually. So, see, hidden within the scriptures as they are written in books today is the high calling, the above-the-line calling, spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual understanding. To get to that area of thinking and spiritual knowledge, you've got to think above Christianity. Now, you can turn me off at this point if you want, but when a non-believer comes up to me and says, "What's on your hat?" and we talk a little bit, and they say, "Well, are you a Christian?" I will say yes. But if a Christian comes up to me and starts to debate like the Godhead, I will say, no, I'm not a Christian. I'm above that. I'm a disciple of the way. Paul persecuted the way before his conversion on the road to Damascus, approximately 35 AD, and they were not called little Christs with wonders and miracles following, little Christ or Christians or Christians till Antioch, way up north and in the west corner next to Turkey's border, Antioch too. The Bible says they were first called Christians at Antioch. Well, what were they called before that? Because that's 40 AD. The Lord's death on the cross is 30 to 33 AD. So we got 7-8 years there before they're called Christians. And Paul is going to Jewish synagogues to find the disciples of the way that stand up, raise their hand, and say, Yeshua of Nazareth is the Messiah, Son of God. And he would put them in jail and have them put to death. He was trying to stomp out the new sect, SECT, the new sect called the Way. Way before Christians, the word Christian was even used. And that's what I've studied back to. I do not promote the Way International out of Ohio, east of the Mississippi. I promote all the way back 2,000 years, 5 years after the cross, the disciples of the Way, of which the Lord said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And I add spiritually mature. Sons placed, mature, and responsible, Ephesians 1:5. Adoption does not belong in the Bible. When you go to Greek, there are two Greek words put together, a son, a placing. Doesn't say adoption as the Romans practiced it or as it's a practice today in the United States. Okay, well, I've cried out to you for 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm looking for the last ones made alive. Well, I believe if I am patient and endure, I will please him. I will find the last ones, chosen before all times, the last ones, an example to all things we cannot see. It is a people, his body, that was chosen before all times, a people with understanding of his plan, the beloved that love him, that do his will unto life. I am looking for the last ones. Are you one of the last ones? I'm looking for the last ones made alive. That's what I'm looking for. I don't care if there's only one or two of you left. The last of the spiritual Mohegans. That I can give you the shortcut to understanding the mystery. My Bible mentor took him 20 years to understand the mystery. I understood it in 10. There was a young man after my Bible mentor and myself. He got it in 5. And I'm teaching it, and I've had a few students get it in less than a year. And time is so short, I'd like to try to explain the mystery to someone and they would understand it and be able to teach it in 3 to 6 months. Are you one that can read the Word daily and study to find the spiritual truth of the mystery, which is found 10 times in Colossians and Ephesians, the word mystery, and 24 times in the New Testament from Acts to Revelation. Do you know what the mystery is? Do you spiritually understand it? And can you teach it? And would you like to know the spiritual mystery hidden in the scriptures that Paul taught? Love you. Bye.